Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Happy Monday, right? So today I want to do a video review of another tech product. This is by a company that goes by the name of EKSA. I'm not sure if you say that Eksa or Eksa, but they're basically a gaming headset company, and I'm sure they make a few other products. So what they wanted to do, or what they did, and it took several weeks for this to happen, just due to the stock issues and these headphones being pretty popular. So what I want to do is they came out with their own version of headphones for a certain price point to compete with another well-known company that goes by the name of Turtle Beach. And the ones I have today are the Eksa, we're just going to say Eksa, hopefully I'm saying that right. Again, the AirJoy Pro, and comparing them to the Recon 50P by Turtle Beach. Now these headphones are basically gaming headphones. However, you could use these for music if you're so inclined. They're really dual purpose. Basically anything that requires a set of headphones, these can be used for. Now they are larger. They're more over-the-ear headphones, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. What I'm going to do is just talk about some of the accessories that come with these products and just the price points and what you get for your money. And ultimately, what my opinion is. Remember, this is my opinion on the sound quality. Now, first off, I want to state this is a sponsored video by Eksa. They were nice enough to supply both sets of headphones for me to compare and share. And I just want to state again, remember these videos are always 100% honest. So everything I'm telling you guys is solely my opinion, and you may have a different opinion based on the sound quality of these. But again, with car audio or home audio or over-ear audio, it is very subjective. Everybody's ear hears a little bit differently. We all are supposed to hear within a certain range for human hearing, but however, due to age and due to other genetic issues, whatever the case may be, everybody hears a little bit differently. So again, what may sound good to me may not sound good to you, and vice versa. So now, for my ear, just to make it very basic, I'm a car audio guy, so I like a lot of bass and I like a lot of treble. Really with anything I listen to. Nice thing about car audio, at least with my systems, is that you have a bass knob and you can always fine tune how you want to listen to each song, because there are times where I want to bump and there's times where I just want it to be clean. And so, but one thing I always like is a bright, high, mid-range or high treble, high tweeter. What I'm trying to say is that I always prefer a metallic tweeter when it comes to home audio or car audio. Again, when it comes to headphones, I'm no expert. What I can tell you is what sounds brighter to me and more tinny, and that's what I tend to gravitate towards. So if you're more of a smoother guy, you may disagree with me, but I'm just going to give you guys my best impression of these headphones and what whether I think one is better or better value than the other one. Now the company, first off, full disclosure, the company gave me a list of things to say and how they're better, and I said, listen, this is an honest review. I'm not going, just because you send me a set of headphones to do a video review, I'm not going to just necessarily say, oh, these are better than the Turtle Beach. I'm not going to say that. So when that happens, when somebody is right over the top like that, right off the bat, I tend to think, okay, I'm probably not going to like their brand as much as the original, because they're really trying to sell me on what makes the headphones better. But I will tell you, after testing these out this morning on my computer and of course on my cell phone, listen to some music, I have a pretty good idea of which one I would actually purchase if I was going to purchase either of these at the same price point. And there's a lot of different reasons on why one I think is a better value and a better headphone than the other. So let me first show you the packaging. So the Eksa, or the Eksa, E-K-S-A, comes in this box. I do like the packaging on this one, as opposed to the, let me just make this a little more presentable for you folks. You know me, I can never wait. I rip these things open. So let me close it up here. All right, so here is the presentation on the Turtle Beach Recon 50P. I mean, both these are cardboard boxes. However, if I were to look at which one, just making a judgment call, and this is completely an inaccurate way to judge anything, but looking at these, I would say that this is the more expensive headphone. It just has a nicer look. You really can't go wrong with black, right? I mean, it always looks sleek and sophisticated and formal. So, I mean, right off the bat, the packaging, I definitely like the packaging of the AirJoy Pros much better. Now, the only thing I will say about the AirJoy Pro that I don't like is the fact that they do have PC, Mac, PlayStation, Xbox One, SX smartphone, Nintendo Switch. This is compatible with all devices for the most part, but the way they name it, the AirJoy Pro, they kind of have, and I understand why they did, it has very Mac feel to it, right? Very Apple kind of feel to it. How Apple does their iPhone Pro or whatever. I'm not too familiar with the Apple products, but they always kind of have that. There's a similarity in the way that they've worded this and the way that they printed this. And of course, PC Mac, real big, right on the box. Obviously, you can use this for PC or Macintosh, but they do kind of have a little bit. I don't want to say misleading, but again, somebody might look at this and say, "Oh, they're only the AirDroid Pro. These must be an Apple product, or these might only be compatible with Apple. These will work with anything." So just kind of keep that in mind, right? So that's a great thing right off the bat. The box is nicer. Let me just show you guys the headphones. So this one is the AirDroid Pro. Both headphones have the ability to lay flat, so this is great if you're traveling. If you are traveling, you're putting these in a suitcase. If you ever traveled with headphones before, they take up more room like this, although it's not a ton of room more. It is nice if they fold flat. This is kind of sure nothing gets bent or damaged. So both headphones, and I'll show you these again in a second here, twist in and do that. This one again is the Turtle Beach Recon 50. And of course, getting back to the AirDroid Pro. The AirDroid Pro is a smaller headphone, just slightly. Although they're very comparable in size, I think what really gives you the impression that they're smaller, or the perception that they're smaller, is just they have a much smaller headband. Both headphones actually have an offset headband, so when you put these on your head, what I don't like with a lot of headphones, just a little joke on myself here. Once with my hair, once I set it, you set it and forget it. Like it's not. I don't have touchable hair. Sorry, ladies. I mean, it's crispy. It's hard. It stays put. It's what I have to do with what I was born with. So. When I wear headphones, I never like to really put them on. So I always prefer in-ear, unless I'm working out or doing something where I don't really care. But something like this is great for me because when I put these on, they're offset, so they actually sit on the very top, the back of my head. So again, that's just for a guy, that's just for a dude who got, who's all into his hair, right? So, you may not give a shit about that, but I do think that it's a little bit nicer that they sit a little further back. I feel like even with this, if you're not worried about that, which I'm sure you're not, I find the headphones tend to start to creep forward. This is nice because these are going to keep these right in the back of your head. I wish this was something they did on a lot of like other headphones that I have, like the Bluetooth headphones, because when I'm jogging or I'm working out, they always kind of creep forward. I always find myself kind of just popping them back a little bit. So I really like that. Now both headphones do offer that. So when you put on the Turtle Beach, they do the exact same thing. I can't really say that one is more comfortable than the other. I would say that the AirDroid Pro might be a little bit lighter just due to the fact that the headband is smaller. Again, this is just personal preference. Everybody's going to like something different. Everybody's head is shaped differently. It's really not really a selling feature, unless, of course, you know that that's something you look for in headphones. Another thing, you guys know I'm an LED guy. I love lighting. So these do have some built-in red lighting. There's kind of slash cut in the earphones right here. The Turtle Beach does not have any kind of lighting. So keep in mind, if you are going to use a 3.5mm plug, the lighting will not illuminate. You will need to use the USB. So let's talk about the accessories. So the AirDroid Pro comes with, which is fantastic, a carry bag. Because I'm telling you, whether you're, heading out somewhere, you want to grab a pair of headphones, or you have a bunch of cables, you can always find a use for something like this. When you're throwing a bunch of stuff in a bag or a suitcase, it's always nice to have things protect, any kind of friction from one another. So that's great. They give you the carry bag. It's sort of like a lightweight, sort of like a breathable mesh. This kind of material has been used with many other products that I have reviewed, but it's nice to give you the bag. You do not get a carry bag with the Turtle Beach, so that's kind of a downside, I think. But then again, if you were, again, playing at your house or apartment, wherever you may live, and you just have these just plugged in, you're leaving them on the table or whatever, or plugged into your remote, that may not be an issue for you. But I do like the fact to give you a bag. It's always something I could use that for. As far as the cabling, or the cables or accessories they give you with the AirDroid Pro, you do get a very nice, some of the cables I've seen with headphones are pretty cheap. This is a nice 6-foot 3.5mm to USB-C connection, and they are removable, of course. So this is great if you're going to package these up, or if you're neat like me. I don't want to see cables. I don't care if I'm using them or if I'm done with them for a day or an hour. I want to make sure that everything's nice and tidy. You can just basically unplug the cable, and they give you, attach this, a Velcro cable wrap. So again, little things like that are I think important for me that really make more of a well-rounded product. If you go and look at the Turtle Beach, these are completely attached from both sides of the earphones. Thinner wire around the ears, probably for comfort. As far as gauge size of the wire, they're about the same. The Turtle Beach, however, is kind of short. I would say it's about 3 feet. So that's okay if you're plugging this directly into your remote right in front of you. But I don't know, when it comes to wire, whether it be a charger or again, or headphones, I think 6 foot is really a minimum you should have. So 3.5 millimeter plug attached to this. So there is not any, as far as these accessories that come with the Turtle Beach, you don't get a bag, you don't get anything but a boom microphone, which is detachable. So if you're playing those, I believe they're called the first-person shooter games, and you want to go back and forth verbally with the 10-year-olds, you can go ahead and attach that. You do have the ability to communicate. The microphone is kind of a covered boom mic. Nothing really over-the-top fancy. The microphone that does come with the AirDroid Pro, same design, but it does not have any kind of, I guess you'd call it like a windshield, the foam shield. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I feel like when you do have a shield of some sort on this, you might not, like if you're breathing heavy or really running your mouth playing those games, this might decrease some of that air noise, I guess, coming out of your mouth. Again, I'm not a gamer, so correct me if I'm wrong. Nice thing about both these, you can change it to whatever boom mic you want, as long as it fits inside the boom mic slot. On this case, this pops in just like so, and oops, pop these on, you get an idea of how it looks. Not over the top, not rocket science here. I'll probably never use this because I'm not really much of a gamer. But I do use stuff like this for music quite often. So that's great. And as far as the other accessories that you get with, again, Turtle Beach, that's all you get. Boom mic and headphones. Now, again, another thing I love about the AirDroid Pros is that not only do you get these different variations in cables, 3.5 millimeter plug, which is 6 feet long. They are removable. You also get the ability to use this on different game systems. So this can be used with a computer. You have a USB to USB-C connection. 6 foot as well with cable wrap. Nice quality cable, feels sturdy. This is great because I use this all the time for other devices. So nice that they give you that. You can never be, never have one less cable. So for charging a cell phone, whatever, it works. So when you do plug these into your computer, they will light up with that red LED on the side. And then you also get a different connection. I believe this is for one of the Nintendo Switch. You get, looks like almost like a 3.5 millimeter plug and maybe a smaller size to 3.5 millimeter. And so what that'll do is basically use this with the USB-C to 3.5 millimeter plug, and you can use this, I believe, with the Nintendo system. So fantastic. So it's great to give you all the cabling, to give you the case, one nice, neat little package. And again, 6 feet, which is really important to me. Now, let's talk about sound quality. So as far as sound quality, and I know you guys a lot of times tell me, oh, you don't show it enough, you talk too much, but these are opinionated reviews, so it's important that I give you guys my opinion on what I think they sound like. So there they are. Again, very similar, pretty comparable. So I'll get the price in just a second. So one deciding factor, you may hate the color red. So obviously one is red and one has blue accents. Blue and black, red and black. I don't know if that's a real big issue for some people. Some people it is. You'll have to decide that. I know a lot of times with remote controls on like gaming systems, a lot of times they are like a lighter gray, a white, depending on which one you go with. You might want to go with something that matches, so maybe both these won't work for you. However, I do think you get a lot of bang for your buck with the Eksa gaming headphones as opposed to the Turtle Beach. Now, another thing that may be a deciding factor is Turtle Beach has their volume and mute button and the microphone on the cable. Not the microphone, excuse me. The mic mute and the volume on the cable itself. So some of you that you might be used to playing like that and turning this up and down and being able to mute it on your chest. Whereas the Eksa or the AirDroid Pros, you have it on your ear. So you have a mute button right on the, looks like the right side of your ear right here, which is actually easy to to feel like it's not something. I know with other headphones, when I put them on, I'm constantly looking for different buttons. This is definitely something that's raised, and you can easily find it, mute it, and the volume is a kind of a wheel knob right beneath that. So that may be a plus or minus depending on who you are, what you prefer. Now let's talk about the sound quality. So what did I get from either of these? Now I didn't listen to these for hours. I didn't play any games with them. So again, it really comes down to you know, what you're going to be using these for. I know these are gaming headphones, but I find that when I play games, when I do use headphones to play games, I like bass heavy stuff, you know, especially if you're playing first person shooter games. You really want to hear that bass, that thump of any kind of explosion. You really want to feel, you know, you kind of want to feel it, you know what I mean? So the AirJoy Pro, the bass is remarkably better than the Turtle Beach. It's way bass heavy. I'd actually go as far as saying it's to the point almost where I wouldn't want any more bass, where I feel like with the Turtle Beach, it's definitely lacking. Now I listen to some like Poison Black music, some hymns, some 69 Eyes, and those are not really bass heavy songs, you know. I mean, they have bass, they're, you know, normal rock and roll, you know, goth metal basically, and I'll tell you that the AirJoy Pros had a lot of bass, probably more so than any of the other headphones I have, whether it be Bluetooth or wired, you name it. I mean, it's pretty bass heavy. As far as volume, and this is something I found with different devices, I feel like when you plug these into a computer, you're limited. Both headphones did not get loud enough for me personally to feel like I was really, when I listen to music or a game, I want it loud, you know, and so I didn't get to the point where these were going to damage my hearing in any way. Now, that might be something engineered into both devices, I'm not really sure. When I did plug them into my cell phone, I was able to really boost the volume. So it may just be my computer, it may be your gaming system, not sure. You may have a better answer or an answer on that question. Drop me a comment, let me know what may be causing that. Maybe there's a, you know, some kind of program I got to put on my computer in order to get more volume out of it. Again, it's not a concern for me. I don't really use headphones on the computer. My computer is mainly just for work. I, you know, listen to music, and I have a Katana soundbar which blows the windows out of my house. So I mean, it's really powerful. So, but with these headphones, again, both of them worked excellent on my cell phone. I'm sure it's just a device. Very bass heavy with the AirJoys. As far as the mid-range, I would say that the Turtle Beach is better on the mids. I definitely could hear certain guitar riffs in the music a lot better with the Turtle Beach. Like, it was apparent, and it was almost not apparent with the AirJoy. You really had to listen to it. That's probably because the bass was so heavy. It really kind of muted out some of the other sounds. Again, just a personal preference. Highs were pretty similar. They were about the same. I didn't really feel like one was more tinny than the other. Pretty comparable, but however, most likely you probably get the impression that the Turtle Beach was brighter just due to the fact that there's less bass, and a lot less bass. So that might be a deciding factor. So let's talk about price point. Right off the Amazon listing here for both of these, which I'll put a link to both units in description should you want to make a purchase. Check it out, do a little research. You can get the Turtle Beach headphones for $24.95 with Prime. That includes free shipping and free returns. And of course, with the EKSA headphones, you get these for $23.79 right now, as of today. Now, that may change. It might be a holiday special. Not really sure. However, if you look at some of the other variations they have here, they have, if you want to get, that's the red variation. If you want to get the purple variation with the purple LEDs and purple graphics, again, not a lot of, I think, accent colors on these. So I don't really think it's really too big of a concern. You really just have a little bit of red on the inside of the band, and of course on the earphones themselves with sort of like this scratched clawed pattern. If you like the purple better, which honestly, if I was making a decision to purchase these and they were both the same price, I would lean towards the purple. I definitely like the purple better. You can get one that doesn't have kind of the clawed logo on it, or the clawed graphics. If you just get the plain purple and black, which is what I personally would get, it's $34.99. $23.79 for the red and $34.99 with the purple graphics. So purple they're charging a little bit more for. These set of headphones do get a 4.5-star rating on Amazon with 434 reviews, and of course that's comparable with the Turtle Beach with 4.5 stars with 15,300 reviews. So obviously, this company, Eksa, wanted to create a set of headphones that would compete with the Turtle Beach and maybe be a better value. So pretty comparable in price. I mean, honestly, it really comes down to whether or not you like some of the features that I mentioned as far as the accessories. Now, the Turtle Beach is available in a white, which is currently unavailable. I think like that is probably the most popular color. They do have it in a white and green, which kind of matches the Xbox 360. I'm not really sure about the new Xbox. It is available in the blue, and it is available in, let's see what other colors they got here. The green, same price, and the red. So again, it comes down to personal preference. I do feel though, in my heart, that I would probably choose the EKSA just for the fact that it is bass heavy, that it does have the different accessories that I can use with other devices, whether it be my computer. This is great because, a lot of times if you want to use your computer, it's nice to be able to use USB to plug these in. I love anything with LED. However, keep in mind one thing, there are mistakes that are made sometimes on the Eksa website. They do list that this has I'm going to read you guys a little bit about this. Let me just read it right from the top. I want to read everything word for word because, I don't want to bore you guys. You can just click the link and go there. That's what I recommend you do. But just the basics: lightweight and ergonomical design. Basically, some of the things I mentioned. They weigh 160 grams. Again, you have the padded ear muffs on both. I mean, some of these things aren't even really worth mentioning. They're kind of common sense. They do say that you have a 180B chip and a 40mm horn, which provides high quality 7.1 virtual surround sound. I believe that these things are actually processing that sound to give you a virtual 7.1. Listening to music, I didn't really notice much of a difference. I felt like they were pretty comparable as far as the spaciousness of the sound. Again, but I'm pretty simple when it comes to audio. Does it sound good? Do you like it? I like the bass heaviness of them. So, again, I mentioned the detachable bidirectional mic. It does say cool LED light. It does say a delicate red RGB light. That is a misprint. These are not RGB lights. RGB means red, green, blue. It means you can change the colors. This is just a red LED light. If you get the purple, I believe that's just a purple LED light. So keep that in mind in case you're thinking, oh man, RGB, that would piss me off if I got them. And I know it's like, oh man, I love the fact that I can change the colors, match my computer case, match my decor. You can't. So keep that in mind. And I already mentioned all the other accessories. But I do encourage you to click the link. As far as the information that came from the manufacturer, a couple points they did want me to mention, that the cabling, one turtle, I don't know, it says one turtle minus 3.5 cable, I think there's a little bit of a language barrier here. I think they mean maybe it doesn't come with that. I already mentioned what it does come with. I'm not going to go over that. They basically want me to mention the accessories. It is compatible with PC, PS4, Xbox One, SX, Nintendo Switch, Android. So pretty much any device. It's a 3.5mm. You have the Nintendo plug and of course USB. So pretty straightforward. The comfort, I mean, the E3, they say E3 looks a little confusing what they say. They say the E3 is lighter, more comfortable than him. That really doesn't make any sense. I think what they meant to say at the E3, I don't know where they got E3 from because from what I see in the box, these are called the AirJoy Pro. So that's how you want to find them. Just if I go right to the Amazon listing, let me see what they have listed here. They have EKSA USB gaming headset. There's no mention of AirJoy Pro, and there's no mention of the E3. So keep that in mind. I don't know why they just don't pick a name and keep it simple for people to find these things, but they don't. Another interesting thing about their website here is when I look at these, they show a close-up shot of the earphones or the ear muffs, and they show it more of like a kind of more of a porous, I'm not sure what the material, more of like a speaker cloth material. This is more of like a synthetic leather. It is not porous. So these, if you sweat, you will get a sweat buildup, where on what they show on one of the pictures, it looks like more of an absorbent material. So keep that in mind. I don't like when companies screw up like that. I think it's very easy to just basically have the proper pictures, but most of the pictures here are a true representation of what you're getting. Again, when you look at the main picture though, when you look at the very first picture, right off the bat, let me just double check, make sure I'm not making any mistakes. To the best I can tell, the picture they show you right on the very first image shows these with more of a different material in the earphones. So don't like that. They really need to have the proper picture. If I am making a mistake here, maybe I have the wrong listing. Let me just double check here so I'm not giving you guys a bump steer. From the best that I can tell, these are the same headphones. When the company sent me these, they didn't provide me with the link to this particular set of headphones for whatever reason. So I know I probably should have had this done before we did the video, but you guys know I'm nonchalant about these things. Yeah, they have a couple different variations. I'm going to put a link to what I believe is this set of headphones. When I look at some of the other ones here, they have a set for, that's the perp ones, 23. Yeah, this has to be the headphones. It's the only one they have on Amazon. So for whatever reason or other, maybe they changed the material of the cups. The cups in the picture look more of like a material like the bag, but the cups are actually, again, more of like a faux leather, what you see on most earphones. Again, if you sweat, you will see the sweat bead on here as opposed to being absorbed. I prefer this material easy. I think it's easier to clean. So just keep that in mind though when you order. Some people are very nitpicky when it comes to buying exactly what you get. It's going to be different when you get it. Now, unless of course the shipment they have with Amazon or the supply they have on Amazon, maybe they changed them. Maybe that's what you're going to get from Amazon. Just keep that in mind. You may get the ones pictured. You may get these with the smoother style of earphone cup. Again, if you have any questions, drop me an email. I'll try to help you guys any way I possibly can. That's really about it, folks. I think the price point's fantastic. I think that these are definitely a better value than the Turtle Beach, and I think they sound better. So take it for what it is. Again, the price point's comparable unless you go with the purple. So it is what it is. So guys, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know if I can help you guys in any way. Drop me a comment. Drop me an email. My email address is in the description of every single video. PHATKATCollections@gmail.com. If you are a company and want to reach out and have me feature your product on the channel, by all means, email address is always in the description of every video. PHATKATCollections@gmail.com. Again, if I can help you guys in any way, I'm always here to help. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Links are in the description. Check them out. Let me know what you guys think. I'm always curious to hear what you guys think about these products. And of course, I love when you guys provide me with information that I may not have realized or read. It's always a good way for me to learn more about these products as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Monday and take care.